Good day, students. I'd like to welcome you to another study session in SS2, which is Foundation of Nursing. This is study session 2, and it will discuss professional nursing practice. Professional nursing practice will be discussed in 2 sessions, and this is the first session. Moving to the introduction, what are the qualities of a professional nurse? The acronym of nurse from the word NURSE stands for nobility, knowledge, U usefulness, understanding, righteousness, responsibility, simplicity, sympathy, efficiency, equanimity. These are the qualities expected of a professional nurse. When you hear the word nurse, they often think of qualities such as compassion and patience. Why these are essential characteristics? Nurses must go even further when striving for professionalism. Nurses are healthcare professionals who are part of healthcare team, and they are no longer the handmaid of doctor as it used to be, but they are now an integral part of quality patient care. In this study session, you'll be introduced to professionalism in nursing, the role of nurses in healthcare, and the importance of professionalism in nursing. Please sit back and enjoy this lecture. After you have watched this video, you should be able to understand, you'll be able to discuss professional nursing practice and qualities of professional nurses. You should be able to highlight and explain the professional regulations of nursing practice, and should be able to describe the importance of professionalism in nursing. What is professional nursing practice? Professional nursing practice are a set of guidelines followed by professional nurses to promote high quality nursing standards. While no formal set of rules is outlined by any organization, these practices are widely followed. What are the qualities of a professional nurse? The professional nursing practice as a whole is based on the qualities of a professional nurse, specialties in nursing. And looking at the qualities of a professional nurse, like I've mentioned earlier on, nursing practices include maintaining a safe environment and sticking to basic nursing ethics. Nurses work for not just the patient, but also their families. Nurses are responsible for protecting their patients and promoting general health. They help to prevent the spread of illness and work to alleviate patient suffering while they are undergoing treatment. They help to diagnose patients and help prevent injuries. Looking at the specialties in nursing, there are many specialties in nursing that you can find yourself. Specialties in nursing include emergency nursing, that is accident and emergency. You can have geriatric nursing, pediatric nursing, orthopedic nursing, perioperative nursing, anesthetic nursing. You can have ophthalmic nursing, dental nursing, midwifery, renal nursing, and mental health nursing. There's also forensic nursing. In this field, in forensic nursing, we have to collect and examine crime scene evidence, and they may also run their own legal nurse consultant business. They assist lawyers in medically related cases and testify in court. Let's move to professional regulations of nursing. Under the professional regulation, we have the state regulations, we have licensure and certification, we have continuing education, and we have patient care. The state board of nursing determine the regulations, the policy, and the standard of nurses. It doesn't just come from anywhere. They help to review and accredit nursing educational programs, and they investigate and revoke licensing of nurses who practice unsafe practice and endanger their patients' lives. Licensure and certification. Nurses must be licensed in the state where they work. Nurses must complete an accredited training program and may choose from diploma, associate degree, and bachelor's degree, and even master's degrees program. For continuing education, they must keep their license current and complete their required continuing education. Medical knowledge and technology is always improving, so nurses must learn the newest treatment method to keep informed about current medical issues, law, and regulations. Looking at patient care, nurses must maintain high standards in patient care, specifically in administering medication, which is one of the most common tasks for a nurse. Incorrect administration of medication, whether it is wrong medicine or wrong dosage, can have serious and even fatal consequences for the patient. Nursing regulations hold nurses accountable for the care they give. How important is professionalism to a nurse? Professionalism is required in nursing. Professional nurses are expected to demonstrate a certain degree of altruism, special attainment, self-sacrifice, and right attitude in their dealings. The importance of professionalism in nursing. It helps to give non-biased care for patients. Healthcare centers see patients of all ages, sizes, colors, races, and backgrounds. A nurse's job is to see a patient as a patient and not focus on attributes that might be personally disliked. Showing any kind of prejudice will hinder the quality of patient care, not to speak of earning a bad reputation for the hospital. A truly professional nurse would ensure high quality standard, non-biased care to all their patients. Also, integrity. Maintaining medical records for patients also need a level of professionalism. Medical records are meant to be confidential, and a loose-mouthed nurse can inadvertently release this confidential data to the wrong party. Nurses are trusted with a great deal of delicate information. Also, respect for patients. Patients can be difficult to deal with, actually, but a professional nurse cannot lose his or her temper. It is imperative to remember that the patient is in the hospital to receive care. No one likes being the receiver, subject to the mood and the generosity of the giver. This makes some patients cranky. A professional nurse is prepared to treat all patients with the utmost respect and dignity, no matter what the provocation. Also, looking at the attitude of a professional nurse. A nurse with a terrible attitude can make things difficult for patients and staff also. Those who behave like us are usually looking for attention. By sucking others into their own drama, these attention-seeking people try to control their environment. The nursing profession aims to help others than to focus on individual problems. What about the appearance of a professional nurse? People will always judge you by your appearance. There's no way of getting around this. When it comes to nursing, a nurse's appearance can either instill confidence in the patient or total mistrust. For example, imagine a nurse who walks in with unwashed or ungroomed hair, chewed on nails, wrinkling and shabby scrubs, and junk jewelry. Such a nurse will lose respect in the patient's eyes. If you look sloppy, the other staff, patients, and their families will see you as lazy, unorganized, and worst of all, uncaring. What about willingness to help others? A professional nurse must understand that everyone needs help now and then. In fact, the nurse himself or herself will be in need of help at times. Willingness to help is a part of nurses' professional attitude that is most appreciated by patients. A nurse who is willing to help others, other nurses, patients, and patient family is seen as someone who can be trusted and who has a core of goodness. Goodness and caring are the ground values on which Florence Nightingale built the nursing profession. Nurses in the previous century were mostly gnomes who were used to charitable thinking and doings, but now things has changed. Teamwork. A professional nurse is a team worker. You must be able to understand that the entire hospital staff has to work as a team to ensure ultimate patient care. Hospitals are in the business of making money, and a nurse who does not work well with the team can cause expensive hassles. In order to be a good team worker, a nurse must eliminate any self-forced attitude. For example, when a hospital is full to capacity and all hands are required, a nurse cannot insist on taking vacation off time. This is the kind of attitude that shows a nurse is a team worker and not a selfish individual. Another importance when we are talking about professionalism is honesty. Too much cannot be said about this vital quality in a real nursing professional. Honesty comes into place in several areas. For example, if a nurse has over-medicated a patient by mistake and an error occurs, honesty in time will help save the patient. Most people choose to lie and avoid taking the responsibility, but this only leads to cumulative issues. Also, nurses must be responsible. They must be able to take up a great deal of responsibility and must prove worthy of it. Everything from responsible patient care to monitoring delicate equipment to which the patient is hooked to. Responsibly handling of medication is the nurse's lot. A professional nurse is one who takes this responsibility very seriously and understands the consequences of mistakes. Discipline too is an importance of professionalism in nursing. When taking care of patients round the clock, it would be so easy to just sit back in a chair and doze off. But if a nurse were to do that, medication schedules and patient monitoring will not happen on time, which means patient care is compromised. Thank you for listening and have a good day. Bye for now.